Hi there, thank you for joining me in the March Technique class using the Indescribable Gift but also the Love is Kindness stamp. This card I've made, oops, I had a little bit of a tea accident, and I also drew a line around the outside which I just didn't like, so I'm not going to do it on this next card, but I'm going to show you and recreate this card for you. So inside your pack, the card you need for the front of the card is on the front as always. So let's just take that out. We've got a little scrap there. We'll need to refer to that little scrap later, and the linen threads inside. And what you're going to do is you're going to stamp the Memento ink, the stamp with Memento black ink, and you're going to stamp it in the bottom-ish right corner. And then I'm also going to stamp just the newspaper wrapped stem, whoa, on that little scrap. Let's just get a little bit of ink on there. Just like that. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to colour the image in. Now I'm going to use my pink pirouette markers. So we've got light, medium and dark. So we are going to do some blending. So I'm going to get the, what shall I do, light. Yeah, I'm going to go dark, so I get the thick tip. When you first start colouring, you think that's not the right colour, that doesn't blend, it doesn't look right. Trust me, it all blends and ends up looking beautiful. It's not a big surface area to colour here, so don't panic. And now I'm going to get the medium. And I'm going to just add a bit of colour. I'm going over the dark and going up a fraction of the way and blending the colour up. Can you see that? If I zoom in, whoa, if I zoom in a bit for you. Okay. Can you see how different that looks now that I've blended it to the original? So now I'm just going to go over it. I'm going in circular motion. Just going over the one that I've already done and blending it up the flower fraction. Like that. And then I'm going to get the light one and I'm going to go over the rest of the flower, blending from the bottom up, including this top bit. Now you may want to, I'm going to try and use my thin tip because I'm going for quite fine detail at this point. I don't want to go over the edges. So the more you go over it, the more it will blend. When you first do it, you can see quite a harsh line, but just keep going. Go over it, blend up. I tried to do some colouring of around the TV with my husband. It was driving him mad. He was like, when is the squeaking going to stop? Didn't realise it squeaked till I did it in front of the TV. But it is rather squeaky, isn't it? But you can see we've got nicely blended tulips now. Actually, I have to say it looks more crisp cantaloupe in the camera than it does pink for some reason. It is dark outside, it's just nearly 6 o'clock and it's getting dark, and I've got my artificial lights on, so perhaps that doesn't help the colour be at its natural shade. Yeah, so we've blended our tulips. I think they look rather lovely. I'm just going to blend that one out a bit more. Then we're going to focus on the greens, and I've got my wild wasabi, so I'm going to go medium. Don't forget the stalks, which is what I did when I first did it. And then I'm going to just add a bit of green. I'm going to get my light green, and I'm going to, okay, well, I can't really move it in, but I'm just going to get my light green, go over the whole thing, remember, and blend it out. doing. I'm just doing the end pieces here. Okay, and then on this piece that we've stamped, we need to cut around this. So just cut around the edge of just the newsprint. And then we're going to ink the edges to create a nice distressed edge. Just go over it on here. I'm going to pick up a bit more ink. Just inked the newsprint. If I just zoom back out, I'm going to grab some daubers. I'm just going to cut a little strip off. We'll stick that on the back of the newsprint and lay that over the top. Thought I might stick it on the right way up. How about that? Like that. And then what you've got to do is use the light soft sky marker, the thick tip. I'm just going to go around the whole image, and it just adds a shadow, bit of definition, just finishes it off. I think if you don't like it, don't do it. That's absolutely fine. If you don't have it, don't do it. This is light soft sky, so this is very light. The pool party is too dark, and there was another colour that didn't work very well, so I just found this was the only one that really seemed to work. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just twisting it. I'm colouring in. If there's any middle bits that need colouring in, I'm just going over those as well. If there's just going to leave a tiny white space. Like that, and then I'm going to go down here, finish off there. And what that does, it just makes the image pop from the card a little bit more. Look, I've missed a bit. Why didn't you tell me? There. Now, like I told you, I drew a line around this one. Hated it. So I'm going to leave mine plain. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, well, that shows that you've coloured it in properly. If you can actually see your ink through the card, it means you've gone over it and blended it, which is why they're called blendabilities. Let's get that stuck in place. No, hang on a minute. Can't seem to line it up. Okay, and then again, and stick that on the front of the crummy cake card. Oh, do you know what I've forgotten? To put my linen thread around this piece. I can still do that, it's no problem. Can you hear my husband coughing? He's in bed with flu. Dog's in her bed, sat with him. Everyone's upstairs because they're working downstairs in the kitchen. God, I'll be glad when it's finished. Now, I know you thought it was too late, but it's not too late. I'm just going to peel that up and wrap the linen thread around the back like that. And then that will anchor it for me actually, so that worked out quite well. Because the glue will anchor the linen thread, and then I'm just going to make the linen thread bow to be the size I want it to be, which is about that size. So just trim off the excess, and then you've got your beautifully finished Love is Kindness pretty card. So I hope you enjoyed making that card. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.